week ago, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh was in Chennai to release a commemorative coin for DMK patriarch M. Karunanidhi. The stage itself turned into be a bonhomie between the DMK and the BJP. Rajnath Singh praised late Karunanidhi, M.K. Stalin and also the DMK. In turn, Stalin also praised the BJP, praised Rajnath Singh, and also DMK senior spoke against emergency days, and he said how the BJP and the DMK have similarities when they face the emergency. All this have sent a message to the DMK alliance partners in Tamil Nadu, like the Congress or the left parties or the VCK. Already all these parties, be it the Congress or the VCK or the two left parties, are not in very good rapport with the DMK like they used to be before the 2024 elections. The VCK has been talking against the DMK in many of its party events. Like Tolthurma Varavan, the party leader of the VCK, has been commenting against DMK's policies or whatever when Armstrong was murdered in Chennai, or when there were issues against the Dalits, he has been talking against the DMK. And then the Congress also has issues with the DMK. They have not been openly expressing it because the Congress High Command might not like it. But then the new bonhomie between the DMK and the BJP have sent a strong message to the DMK partners, alliance partners. And then on the same day, during another event, Stalin invited Annamalai to join him and pose for a photo at Karunanidhi's memorial on the beach road. So all this give a message to the alliance partners, to the people and also to the BJP. But the DMK says that it is like they are building up a rapport with the central government. It is a government to government relationship. And the BJP also says that they do not have an alliance or a likening for the DMK, but it is only a government to government relationship. It is said that the DMK has been hosting the BJP or has given a space for the BJP minister on a stage to release Karunanidhi commemorative coin only because they have been looking at the BJP or want the central government to give them or fund the projects in Tamil Nadu. For example, the Metro Phase 2 project, the DMK government in Tamil Nadu has pumped in so much money, close to 20,000 crores, which has to be spent by the central government. The state government is facing a financial crunch, and without the centre's help, the DMK will not be able to resolve the financial crisis at the moment. So, with the help of the centre, the DMK wants to resolve the financial crisis at one end, and on the other side, the BJP is also expecting a favour. Politically, the BJP, which doesn't have a huge strength in Tamil Nadu like it has in neighbouring Karnataka or in other states in India, wants to find foothold in Tamil Nadu. Already in the 2024 election, the BJP has won close to 11% votes, but now they are looking to increase their vote share. So where will their vote percentage come from? For the BJP, their votes will come only from the anti-DMK segment, that is the AIDMK segment. So the BJP feels that the AIDMK vote bank has to crack for them to grow in Tamil Nadu, which the DMK could help them. So there is an understanding, there is not a new bonhomie, but there could be an understanding between the two parties. For the DMK, it is a government to government relationship, and for the BJP, it wants to find a foothold in Tamil Nadu. But both the DMK and the BJP will never come together in Tamil Nadu. And the DMK alliance with the Congress, VCK and the left parties is going to exist for the 2026 elections also.